This is Fuck You TV and Tarot. And as you can see here, presented to you are with my newly opened Dragon Tarot deck. What is this? Hide the chat. Here we go. I have some cards pulled. Now, if you watched the unboxing, right? These are literally cards I just pulled, with this one being kind of turned over that I said I was going to use for this specific reading. So, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands here, which usually speaks of union, right? But this, oh yeah, that's a pillar. It looks like it's like space in it. So, but again, it's like coming together, coming into union, or at least being connected with something, right? You're getting connected, slowly getting connected, or it's not slowly, but it's like being wrapped around it, right? But you know, High Priestess is a very intuitive person. She feels what she knows. She also holds the scrolls. Oh, look at that. She also has a pot. And a rainbow. What do you know? Oh, look, there's the yin and yang symbol. I didn't see this. I wasn't even paying attention to this when I did the unboxing because I was too busy talking. And she has the moon and the earth. Is that lights around? It was like reefs or something wrapped around it, but like lights on this one though. Only because this pillar is dark and this one's like lighter. So. But an intuitive woman, but she also seems like she has some type of, not magic, but like a gift though, right? She has a cauldron there, she's working on something. So she may have some type of magic, but I got the mushrooms there as well. So it's just like she could be an herbalist. And then the next card we have is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is usually someone who she listens for truth. She also, of course, speaks the truth. She allows you to, say what you need to say. But if anything that you says sounds off, she gonna cut it. And you see that branch right there? This looks like a branch to me, and not really like a crack, which means that, she's able to, like, that's how, like, you have to be when you communicate with this person. Because anything she'll say, she'll be able to, break you like a twig. Or at least that's what she thinks. Queen of Swords, right? So Queen of Swords, and we're and then if we're talking about High Priestess. We don't know if this is two different people or this is the same person, right? Don't know if they're working together or working against each other, but we do have water, because it talks about intuition, but I still think air. Well, I feel like the High Priestess would be with all the elements to me, but the moon is there though, so she's definitely Cancer. Pisces is connected with the moon more so than Cancer is, even though they're both fishes or both sea creatures. So they both have a connection to the moon, but it's the Pisces that really, really, really connects. Exactly with that yin and yang there, right? You can't really see it, but yeah, with that yin and yang there, of course, that would be more representative of Pisces. Now with the unannounced card, right, we reveal it to be Five of Wands. Oh wow. And in that unboxing I kind of explained what this card was, right? Because it usually talks about conflict, but as you can see, you don't really see a fight breaking out. You don't see really much happening, right? So as I was explaining to whoever was watching this, right? All right, so if this is two people, right? But there's a dragon here, and then there's two lizards here. So if the Five of Wands is about conflict, right? Conflict, or you can say a fight, but it's more so conflict, restraint, complications, restrictions, blockages, right? But if we're looking at it from this deck, from the Dragon Tarot, this would be the High Priestess, while one of these would be the Queen of Swords. So if the Queen of Swords thinks that she about to, shake up some shit, she really about to only just be poking her tongue at her, for real, for real. There isn't going to be no conflict. You can't fight with a High Priestess, regardless of what you know or what you think you know. No matter how much you strategize, because the swords is all about the mind, right? So no matter whatever kind of mind games you think you about to play over there, it ain't about to work, is what I'm getting, from the cards. So somebody's trying to create conflict with you. That's what it is. Somebody's trying to stir up some shit. But they can't. You're a High Priestess. You feel what you know. And at the time of the recording, also, it is Sunday, August 1st, right? We are in the first month of October. Wow. So that could be significant. But we are in the first day of August, right? Leo season officially, because I always look at the August month as the Leo month, and then I look at September being the Virgo month. Even though they all teeter into each other because you got the cusp babies, but August is the month of Leo, September is the month of Virgo, Libras got October, and then November would be Scorpio, and then December would be Sagittarius, but then January would be Capricorn. Hey, it don't matter. I just know that Virgo is September. All right, but so these are the cards I pulled out today. So I end up pulling cards out prior to unboxing this that I had set out before I even had set up. So the cards that I end up pulling was from the Black Moon astrology, which is the earth element, stability. So you could be an earth sign, Virgus. Who is Virgus? Oh, that could be a new nickname, right, for the Virgos, right? So you could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. Ace of Wands, Ace of Stakes, right? Impaling stake. Oh, yeah, and this is from the Vlad Dracula deck, right? Fitting for the Dragons deck, right? Wasn't he the dragon, right? Wasn't his name something about dragons? He was in the Order of the Dragons. Oh, shit. Let me find out. Knight of Isis is from the Oracle deck that I pulled. And it says, part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are offered her powerful protection. Oh, you are offered her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. And then this is what it looks like. The Knight of Isis. Also, that can be a perfect charm too. I can look into that. And then I also pulled out, I didn't pull it, but I did my shuffle and I flipped, or whatever card popped out. But from my Books of the Bible Cardia deck, right, I have people mourn over the destruction of Jerusalem. Right? Not that familiar with the story of Jerusalem. I just know that, clearly it's been destroyed, right? But I don't know why the walls of Jericho were coming to me, but I'm pretty sure that's like a whole different, another thing. So I'm gonna just do a Google research real quick on that, but that's the only thing I'm gonna actually. How about that? Hopefully my headphone is on so y'all can hear me because I just went to my tablet uh, to do this Google research. So let's see, walls of Jericho. The Battle of Jericho is an incident from the book of Joshua, being the first battle fought by the Israelites in the course of the conquest of Canaan. So far off, never mind. Maybe because it was the J. So the destruction of, I don't know, but as whoever's watching that could be significant as well. You know, the walls of Jericho. Take that biblical reference, you know. Because this is a general reading, so we're going to keep it as general as possible. The walls of Jericho could be significant, very significant to a small group of people, while, you know, the destruction of Jerusalem is more for the actual collective, right? The siege of Jerusalem. The siege of Jerusalem in the year 70 CE was the decisive event of the first Jewish-Roman war, in which the Roman army captured the city of Jerusalem and destroyed both the city and its temples. So maybe somebody is trying to break a war out with you, right? Somebody's trying to have a war on you. And it's crazy because, oh wait, no, never mind. That has nothing to do with anything. Because, I end up pulling out, because when I did my flip through, I was going through the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And the King of Wands actually had the Star of David. So, and that just made me think about, like, now that we're getting into this, so it could be a reference, right? So it could be something territorial, right? It could be, oh yeah, well, if this is the war, Jerusalem, so maybe, so there's a treaty, right? Some treaty has been broken. Well, alright, so can I get I'm gonna give you a little backstory about my day today. Because I had a plan to actually go visit, to go and visit an old friend, right? Well, I met a soulmate, right? The Leo, because tomorrow is his birthday, right? As far as going to see him, I don't know if I was really going to see him or not. He's kind of MIA right now. He's literally in hiding, and I don't think he wants to be found. But in an attempt to go and try to find him, right, I would, just want to check up on him, not really try to bring him around or anything, I feel like at this point in our lives, he chose to be where he wants to be at for a specific reason. And I honestly feel like it's because people wants to control over his life. And that's, hey, I understand, but if you got responsibilities, you gotta make sure you take care of those stuff. But that's neither here or there, right? But instead, right, and instead of going to see him, I decided to stay in, not by, was it by choice? I mean, it rained, so that kind of made me stay in the house. But I ended up getting a text message from an old associate, right? And I'm gonna use that word because friends is, you gotta be my friend. You really still should be present in my life, right? I just, but he was cool though at one point, or he's still cool now. I mean, he hit me up to let me know that they were friends. I will say that they were my friends at that time. But when things blew over, I really had to look at them as associates. So, at the time that they were, when I was kind of half asleep, they were my friends. But now that I'm woken, yeah, they were associates. not trying to be disrespectful to anybody, but what your expectations are. Not even expectations are. You just know how you would want to be treated, as far as friends goes. And that's still something that I'm struggling with now. So it's just like, if they feel some type of way about how I'm labeling the connections, right? My connections, then it's if they feel some type of way about it, then I know the people that I currently were associating with, that I'm now separating myself from, are going to feel some type of ways as well. But that's neither here or there. I don't know why I feel like I had to clear that up. But the old friend hit me up to let me know that another friend had passed away. And at first, like, they texted me. They was just like, Dom, when you text me like that, I'm just like, who is this? Like, I feel like somebody's gonna be playing games. A good thing is on the iPhone. I mean, it's an iMessage, so I can read it from my tablet because I'm recording from my phone. But it says this. I did the question mark. Then it was like, is this Dominic? But they spelled my name wrong. And usually I correct people, but I'm just like, get straight to the point. But I'm like, who's asking, and Dominic who? He's like, okay, never mind. It's probably the wrong number. I'm like, who is this? So then they tell me their name. I'm like, what's up? He's like, can you call real quick? I gotta tell you something. Now, I haven't talked to this man in years. So I'm not really thinking like what they're about to tell me is going to be that. But I didn't even give them the opportunity to call me. So this is what I responded with. Say it in an audio message, right? Right? Say it in an audio message. And it's just like, because the one thing that I'm where I'm at right now is like, I'm really trying to cut everybody off. Like, everybody from my past off. Like, I'm really on this, what the fuck is going on in my life that I can't seem to push forward. So everybody has to get cut off until I can find out who I can trust that can actually push me forward and where it is that I need to go. So with that being said, and the energy that I've been trying to clear out this past year, actually for a while now, right? So I find it odd that today, out of all days, right, this energy is stirred up, right? So I'm like, say it in an audio message. So he's like, okay, just want to tell you that so-and-so passed away. I'm like, my condolences to his family. May his soul finally be at rest. How are you holding up? He's like, I know, shaking my head. I honestly was just worried about how you was going to take it because y'all was closer. Compared to me and this person, we were closer, but when I fell out from that person that passed, they became closer, right? And that's where the shade came in at, because they weren't really friends to begin with. And that's why I had to fall back from the both of them, right? And the reason why I fell back from the both of them had everything to do with my decision to put my faith and trust into that Leo that I talk about on this channel, right? So yeah, but but it just, I'm just gonna go back into it, right? So it's like, I know, shaking my head, I'm okay. Yeah, just because y'all were closer, I'm like, I'm still processing, but I'm gonna be okay. He's just like, yeah, me too. I can't believe it, honestly. People were saying when they seen him, he wasn't looking too good. So then, right? So then he sent another message that went into the details of what had happened to him, right? So it took me a minute to respond to that. It took me about like 20 minutes to respond to that, because I'm like, I didn't want to know about that about people seeing him not looking too good. I didn't need to know that for one, and I didn't. Well, I feel like maybe now that I guess I'm finding out how he passed. All right, so what had happened was there was an incident that happened a few weeks ago that put him into the hospital. He was just pronounced dead today, this morning, right? Also, today is his, well, I don't even know, again, because I haven't talked to him in a while, but today is also his best friend's birthday, right? And tomorrow is that Leo's birthday. Mind you, I've known, well, all right, since I'm not going to say his name, I'm going to use his zodiac sign. He's a Sagittarius, right? I've met that Sagittarius at the airport, right? So this was the guy who I met at the airport, who then led me to the Leo, who I found out is connected to the Aquarius, right? So it's also his best friend's birthday, and then it's the Leo's birthday is tomorrow. I met his best friend on her birthday, and that Leo, of course, birthday was the following day. Like, you see how, like, just 5 years ago, things is almost coming full circle again in some way, shape, or form. Like, because now it's just like, this passing is only just going to, I guess, bring awareness to something. Because this wasn't, like, him dying from natural causes. Like, somebody literally, like, attacked this man and put him in the hospital, which I felt like somebody was out to get him. This was a vendetta. This was a malicious act. And the one thing that I don't want to do is to use this and find out that it's somebody that I know who done this. Because that's the one thing that I'm trying to. I'm fighting that. That's what I'm fighting right there. That 5 of Wands, it's fighting that truth, that maybe that it is somebody that I know that did this. And it could be an air sign, right? To try to set up the Leo. I don't know. I mean, that could be far-fetched, but because I just found out some information about the Leo now. Or it could be the Leo. Right? Because now he's on the run, right? Or at least he's in hiding. I don't know. There's a lot going on, right? But I just find it weird that I just feel like, you come to me. All right, I'm sorry, because I'm going back into the story, all right, of the text message with this person, trying to figure out. I don't even know his sign, but I feel like he's a water sign, right? When was his birthday? February, March, April. February, March, April. All right, whatever. I'm gonna just say he's a water sign. Let's put it like that. Yeah, we're just gonna say he's a water sign. Alright, so that water sign, right? I just felt it weird that we haven't talked in years, and you want to hit me up just to give me that attention, like just to bring that up. Like, remind you, you waited until he passed to give me the news, but it seemed like you already knew that he was in the hospital prior to. But then again, nah, I'm lying, because then when I activated my Facebook, I looked into it. I went onto his Facebook, and I found that his sister posted something about the incident. And she went into details about what happened, and I think that's what he read to then relate to me. So then I told him, I'm like, it's been years since I saw him, but that area is basically an extension of K and A, which is like an area where like, cause like I'm from Philly, so like that K and A is Kensington and Allegheny, and that area is basically like where people go to, let's say, to get away from, I won't say reality, because where they go to, that's their reality. You know, this is the matrix that we live in. Like this is the fucking like we're living in. That's the trip. Where they're at right now, that's the reality, right? But you know, that's where the shooters be, not the gunners, not the gangbangers, but the actual like the druggies, right? And I was saying like that area is where is an extension of that, and but I'm not saying that like, oh well, and but so I was like, so somebody probably tried to take his money or other things, you know. I don't think he did. He never shot. Not that I was aware of. I don't think he did any hard drugs. I know he smoked, you know, the synthetic weed, but that's about it from what I've known. But he's been through a lot, so who knows how far off he's would have gone, you know. And that's why I'm saying like this situation, because it says like it happened around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning in a neighborhood in an area, because it's not even a neighborhood, not that I know of. It's like an area though, but like I don't know how to feel about the situation. That's why I'm like ranting on this read right now. And I really didn't even get into like the whole details of the card, because I guess I just want to really talk about the news of today. That's why it's just like a lot that I'm trying to get to processing and like not overthink things as well, as far as using this, learning tarot as well. Like I'm not trying to manipulate, overstep, or even fucking misguide or mislead anybody in this shit, you know? And that's why I'd rather just try to apply it to my life and figure it out for my life. And then, you know, if it worked out for me, then it's most likely going to work out for you, you know? But back into the text message from the water sign, right? So he goes, shaking my head, yeah. I haven't seen him in a while either. I was thinking it had to be either something with drugs or a hookup or something, because what else would you be out late on a Thursday? This happened on the 22nd of July. We are now in August. So he was in critical condition for a while now until today. I was like, oh wow, so this happened a while ago. Did they ever try to find the murder, or when was the funeral? He was like, yeah, they're asking if anybody knows anything, and I don't know. I think he just passed this morning. He was on life support, I think, because of the brain damage. Like, that right there is like, where's you getting your information from, right? Because that part, I don't even think the sister even exposed on the Facebook. And I can't even check it because I got the Facebook app on my, I'm not going to do that right now. But it's just like, where are you getting this information from? Like, and again, and then like, I'm watching readings, but again, I'm using my discernment, because like, not everything I'm taking at face value that's going to apply to me, but I watch a lot to learn, you know. But, you know, the one thing that I'm being told is people are going to keep trying to come back into your energy field. And I just feel like this is one of those reasons. And I just feel like somebody's really out here doing black magic. Somebody's really out here being malicious, somebody's being vindictive. And I feel like that was a sign, that was a message. That was clear too, at that, I believe. And it's like either, or maybe he could be involved, you know, because in my circumstance right now, you know, I've been homeless, right, for a while now. Well, on and off, I should say, because this has been going on for about a couple years now. But because last year I ended up getting back into my mom's house for her to put me back out, right? Convenient, right? But the year before that, right, when I was out there in the streets, whenever I would just be out, you know, just to have a breath of fresh air, or just to be like roaming around, like I would try to get into some shit, something sexual, but nothing paid though, right? I'd just be trying to get my nut off, you know, how down low men would try to do it, but it would never work for me, you know. But I end up making my way in that area, right? And for the life of me, right, could have sworn I seen him, right? Twice. Because the first time I was just walking, he walked by, didn't really pay no mind, right? But the second time I seen him, he was by that gas station. There's a gas station there in that area, right? And I seen him sitting there. And it wasn't like he was just like, you know, waiting for a ride. And there was a bunch of other people there as well. So he could have been homeless as well a few years ago, right? Or he probably could have still been. Who knows? But for me to see him like that, and then for this person to come in and then tell me people saw him not looking too good, right? Confirming that maybe that was him, and then finding out that he was still in that area, right? And now he's murdered there, right? So somebody may have put him out. I don't know. I mean, he's been independent on his He's been independent on his own for a while now, but he's been also going through it with an ex, a very crazy ex at that. Or at least that's the picture he painted his ex to be crazy and stuff like that, very controlling over his life. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, you keep your distance from people because of just lies. You don't know what to believe in fucking more, right? You just go about what you feel, and you just fall back. You know? It's crazy, right? How, even though the walls of Jericho, right, that's a significance because of the walls being brought down, right? I don't know the story behind that, but that had everything to do with that had barriers. That was something about a wall, right? Protection, like how Trump had to try to build a wall to isolate, to separate, you know, Mexico, right? I feel like the walls of Jericho comes to me about that destruction of Jerusalem because of some type of barrier that's been broken. Some barrier has been broken now. And now some truths are about to come out. I think that's what it is. I think his passing is about to have some light be brought. Some light is about to be shed. But again, I was looking at the stability, right? And then the destruction. The people mourning over the destruction of Jerusalem, right? This also could be like a funeral. People mourning, right? The destruction of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a place, right? But, you know, I'm telling you about how somebody just passed. So, and everybody's mourning over that right now. I also pulled a rune too, which is, there we go, that. And I'm going to grab my tablet to further go into details about this rune. I actually have 2 books, right, about this rune. Because it's always good to make sure that you get your information right. And I'm kind of glad I did that. So one book I actually bought for like 2 something, and then the other one was for free. And so the first book I'm reading from is Runes for Beginner, a guide to understanding the, hold on, oh sugar, hold on. The Guide to Understanding and Using the Ancient Germanic Alphabet, and then I have the Elder Futhark Runes. So they both share this, they have the rune symbols there, but both books have different names for the runes. So from the rune for beginners, it is Burkano, right? You see that? And it says, pronounced Burkano. Its literal translation is a birch goddess. Holy shit. Right? Isn't that like a branch? Isn't like a birch a branch, right? Its psychological meaning is dependence, mature wisdom, safety, silence, and secrecy. Its energy is plant life, trees, female fertility, and releaser. When it appears in divination, it means secrets, sanctuary, liberation, shelter, life changes, becoming, and birth. In reverse, it means insecurity, conspiracy, stagnation, sterility, deceit, and the blurring of consciousness. Burkano contains the power of a birch grove, and this can serve as a safe place in times of need. This is the first tree to come to life during the spring, and as such, Burkano is the cyclical nature of life. This rune is all about maternity and shows the womb ready for childbearing. It also represents protection and concealment of what is coming together. So again, with this earth element is stability. Ace of Stakes. It says impelling stake though. Ace of Stakes or Ace of Wands is usually about that spark, that new spark, that brand new beginning. Passion, you always think of fire as that passion, that desire, that creativity, that drive. So it's like whatever that drive, right? Because that stake, oh wow. Right, look, you got a pen right here too, right? That can also be considered a wand. And as you see my sword here, it's a feather, right? But stability. I just feel like you are being driven somebody was like trying to drive you out of your stability, but in reality it caused their destruction. Oh wow. Because the knot of Isis, it's part of your spiritual destiny. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. High Priestess. What's a goon to a goblin? Five of Wands. Again, I'm not jumping to conclusions about that story and this, even though I say how I'm like, I'm relating. When I pull the cards, I have to relate it to my life, right? But I just don't want to, because again, like communication, it's all about this communication. I still haven't even really talked to anybody about what I do. I mean, I've tell people I do this. I mean, I have on social media and stuff like that, but like I don't really associate, right? I don't have associates. I don't even have friends to talk to about this, other than, you know, whatever the people are on YouTube. But I don't want to get myself in that, because there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on with that. So I'd rather be solo dolo and get into oracles, right? And just pray to God that like I'm doing what is necessary for me to better myself, to get myself to where the fuck I need to go, to better myself, to be of service to the damn world, right? So, from the other book, we have, you know, the same rune, but you see I have a different whole name for it. It's Bjork, I think. I'm thinking it gives me the way I'm saying, how I'm pronouncing it, it sounds like Bjork, like the musician. But because it says B and then orc, so Bjork, right? Is the symbol of completing a task or objective and then moving on to the next one. It marks the point when one situation is over and the next one begins. It is the defining moment. It is also the rune of purification and new beginnings, sacred to feminine magic. The tree of this rune, the tree for this rune is the birch tree. The birch tree, okay. Birch is a tree, but I mean, still a branch, right? Birch tree is the tree of spring, growth, and purification. This tree shows farmers when it is time to plant their farms. It is also the tree of which maypoles are made. It is said to bring good fortune and to drive away harmful influences. Some correspondence. Number 18. Color dark green. Tree birch. Herb lady's mantle. Gender feminine. Element earth. Deity Nerthus Holda. Wind Solanus E. Essential oil dill. Time of day 5:30 to 6:30. Half month begins March 14th, 2012. So, a class. So a cycle has ended and it's time to be for something to begin again. Right? Oh wow. And didn't I say something about 5 years, right? And then the Five of Wands is here. And the Four of Wands. Oh wow. To a union. Oh, shit. Alright, so I also didn't tell y'all. I should have had made a video prior to this because there's cards that I pulled out prior to these, and I didn't want to because I doubted myself. But I ended up pulling some cards from, well, I ended up pulling a card from the Thoth, the Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot, right? It's this deck, right? I pulled one card from here, right? And then I pulled one card from my tarot my what is that? The Jungian tarot, right? And then I pulled two cards from my Gilded Revere Lenormand deck. So from that Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck, right? I end up pulling the Two of Swords. Two of Swords usually means to cut out something, right? Or to make a decision. But they say cut out because like the two swords kind of look like scissors that need to be cut, right? But underneath that, it said peace. So then, and I had it in this position where this High Priestess is at. Again, it's, I don't know if positions mean anything or anything, right. But I'm just saying, I saw peace over here, and then the next card was from the Jungian deck, or the Jungian tarot, and from that one was the Four of Swords. Now, I didn't go into my psychology tarot book to read what the actual Four of Swords meaning or was being deciphered for. I just went by what I usually know. Four Swords means like rest, you know, to meditate sometimes, you know, peace, you know, peace of mind, to just to, I mean, I guess you could say go within, but also, right, in the traditional tarot, right, if you look at maybe was that the Rider-Waite Four of Swords, that's literally someone being at rest. Like if you've seen somebody, they're laying on their back, hands folded on their chest, and it looks like they're in a church with the Four Swords, like literally pointing down on them, like they're like maybe indicative of being, you know, at a church or funeral, right? But so I didn't really pay it no mind, I think, until I ended up pulling out from the Lenormand, which actually had the lady, and then it had the book. So the lady was right here in this position under the Four Swords, and then the book was in this position with the High Priestess was at, right? But that Two of Swords and that Four of Swords was reminding me of a rest in peace situation. And I literally said that, like, rest in peace. I'm like, I hope nobody not about to die, right? And then that's when I pulled out the Lenormand deck. And then, of course, the lady popped out, but then the book popped out, right? Right? So, of course, the book pops out. And I go into the book itself of the fucking Gilded Lenormand deck, right? And this is what the damn book says about the fucking book. The motherfucking book and the motherfucking book. I have to try to have some type of light heart to this because this is a little too real for me a little bit, right? Because I should have pulled another card out, but I didn't, and this is why. I should have though, right? It says, the book of knowledge, the book of secrets. What I house is educational and private. I may be your protector or your research, and sometimes your studies and your journals. Watch out for this card around me, because with the sun, you will see right through me. I am hidden, I am unknown, but occasional knowledge I might learn. The book draws attention to the power of knowledge and the importance of possessing it. This card may suggest there is something somebody needs to know. However, this will only become apparent with the presence of the card around it. The book is a vehicle for the very imagination itself. The Book of the Revere promises tales of great mystery within its pages. It has a mechanical dial on its front showing the intricacies of learning. The book opens to the right of the card, which indicates in readings the direction of the learning. So again, the book was over here. So if it's to the right, this lady, right? The lady, oh wow, she also got a book too, right? And some flowers. Fuck 'em. I got a feather. So, same difference, right? She needed to gain some knowledge on this rest in peace situation. And that's I needed to gain some knowledge on it. That's exactly what it could have been. Because also, right? Fuck. I end up pulling the Pisces card, which is I believe. Right? There was a whole rant that I should have had with that. It was I believe. And then what did I pull from here? Because I'm upset that I didn't take this picture. And this is why I really can't go too much further into that. Because I can't prove to y'all shit. So, but... Alright, so... Let's see. The book opens to the right, learning, okay. As example, if the dog 18 was to the right of the book, it would be learning something about a close friend. Holy shit. So it wasn't the dog then. It was the lady. So then maybe we need to read up on the lady then. Okay. Because now, alright. Because if I'm looking at it like that, if we're still connecting this, if I'm still looking at this like as if the lady was here and this was the book, right? And I'm gaining more information. This lady, Queen of Swords. It could be a feminine that was involved. I still feel like he was set up. And I mentioned that too in a reading too about a setup. I'm telling you, what's done in the dark is going to come to light. And it has... Okay. The next card to the right may indicate what was going to be learned, such as the ring or the stork. It may be a surprise to them to say, congratulations on your engagement. Oh wow, a baby, before they have told you. Oh wow. So, right. So again, like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I found out about something before somebody told me. Without even knowing, right? So, and I also get that because with that book there and that lady, I mean, that also just could have been that, you know, because again, she holds the book as well, and they talk about that. So let's read the lady. I think she's like in the back. No, she could be, 29, the lady. I could be the reader or the female subject of your reading or a female counterpart of the significator. Significator for the female sitter or the significant other of a male sitter or the same-sex gender relationship. A woman looks up from her book, her thoughts wandering. There is a commonality of ambience and mood that connects this woman and this card to its male counterpart. The red rose provides an additional point of connection that binds them. It is a token and a gift, something given and received, something shared. Shit. So maybe he knows then. Because again, I still air is also about communication, but there's something about not intuition. Well, the water is there, so there's some type of intuition, but it's like it's very light though, very light. Not intuition, but like some type of psychic ability, right? But I feel like you're protected now. I don't know. Oh, it's almost 12. What was underneath that? Queen of Coins. Wow. That's that stability. Right? The Queen of Pentacles. I mean, I'm an earth sign, but I've kind of been stepping back from that and really trying to go into my north node. But that stability though, that driving force of your stability is what's going to keep you protected. Actually, you are protected. So if you're a fire sign and you've been so focused on your stabilities, no, not even if you're an earth sign, put it like that. If you've been focused on your stability, keep that drive. Keep on that drive. Because there's somebody that's also trying to drive and put a stake in that. They're trying to impale that. They're saying trying to fuck your shit up. But nope. What's happening is you're protected, and now they're about to mourn over the destruction of Jericho. How about that? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Now, mind you, that person wanted to call me, and they gave me a name, right? They were quick with it, too, to give me a name. And of course, they would tell me. If I'm asking, I just felt it weird that, you know, I don't know. Again, I'm still trying to gather up everything, but I'm also being mindful of this rune as well. See, I'd be overthinking, right? Because again, I'm not tapped into my intuition. Huh? Didn't I say? Oh no. What is the fishes there? So something about options. Oh, and there's the man. Look at that. And maybe have some significance. I don't know. And look, there's the bridge. The bridge and the child. I don't know. I just feel like... So I also have some smoky quartz that I just bought as well. Oh yeah. Can we talk about this? Ooh, and as I stopped shuffling, snakes. So, how far are we into this reading now? Let me check. I know I started late, so, where's the tablet? Not the tablet, the app. There we go. Oh, 59 minutes in. All right, that's good, because I thought I would have been almost at 2 hours then. So we're just jumping into an hour. All right. So, yeah, so yesterday, before we get into midnight, right? So July 31st, I went out and I bought some shit. I went to go get some, I ran an errand, so I bought me some smoky quartz, because, you know, Lionsgate is here. I need to do some meditation with this crystal and a bunch of other crystals, right? And that's crazy. I ain't even get into my meditation yet to really like protect me from any type of negative energies or forces around me. And again, I'm not trying to throw any bad energy onto that Sagittarius because I don't know what he's been through. I know, but I will say that like during that falling out, there really wasn't the best choice of words, said to me. And I wasn't saying anything. I kept it cool. And I knew that, and he had every right to really be mad at me. And that's why I never really kind of react to him. Because he warned me about the Leo, for one. And then some shit happened that the Leo, of course, finessed. But again, I'm pretty sure he did that because he was looking for his way out of that situation. Whatever it was that they were doing. And whether he was in the right or wrong, but whatever was going on, he felt as though he needed his way out. So he did whatever he did to do that. I don't blame him, right? And I chose his side over him. And that's when the whole, fire really came out. That's when he really like got angry at me, cursed me out, this and third. Mind you, we still had to go to work. We had to work together as well, and it made things awkward. Now, he didn't do anything to sabotage me for me to quit or anything or get me fired, I just stayed on one side of the room and he stayed on one side of the room, and I just like we never talked. So then he would go and go to the other friend, that water sign store, because he used to work right across from us or diagonal from us, right? But it was a love-hate between them, but their relationship is the reason why I really try to disassociate myself with the gay community. Because it's the tit for tat, it's the fakeness of it all. It's just like they really didn't seem like they liked each other, but they only kind of tolerated each other. And it seemed like the moment that Sagittarius had some type of I guess anger towards me, then that's how they kind of became cool, and then kind of was like being a little shady towards me and this, that, and the third. And like I really wasn't trying to fall for none of that. So, but eventually that Sagittarius ended up leaving, and then I ended up leaving as well. I mean, not right after, but it was soon after, because that job was going to fire me. Because like they was just like, I remember something happened. I kept showing up late for work, but it was like one of the situations was just like, oh, if you show up too late to work, this last time, then we're gonna have to let you go. Mind you, I ended up showing up late to work. They ended up keeping me, but they ended up firing somebody else, I believe. And I found that odd. So you kept me, but you fired somebody else. No. No. We not about to do this. Cause nope. I left right afterwards. So they ended up firing him, and then the Sagittarius left, and then I ended up leaving, I believed. I think it was like in that order. But yeah. After that, like I didn't keep in contact with him. We still were Facebook friends, but I deactivated my Facebook, but I just reactivated for me to go on to Facebook. Well, but it was to see if it was true or not to like have some type of relief or anything of the matter. I just like, you ever just felt like people may be trying to bullshit you, Right. So, and again, this is like how It's really hard to believe shit sometimes, but because of dealing with that damn Leo, right? Because I'm like, because when he told me that the person passed, I was just about to, like, it is what it is. I'm just like, I could do this to the family and leave it like that. But I'm like, nope, something, dig deeper, because at first I was going to I reacted. I did get emotional, but I'm like, hold up, stop, wait a minute. Remember who this person is associated with, right? So if this person, if this Sagittarius is associated with this Leo is known for faking his deaths. Not saying that this Sagittarius did that. Again, I've gotten backstory now. Other people are coming up. Well, only the sister has only spoken out about the incident. But they said that they got footage of it. So we'll see when the evidence actually start to show up. But that Leo has faked his death on more than one occasions just to avoid problems, right? But again, he's young now. Well, he's not anymore. Well, he's younger than me. I'm only 29. He's not even 25 yet. Oh my God. I think he turns 20. Hold on. I'm over here trying to look at the damn. Oh, yes, 12/01. It's officially his birthday, yeah. So I think he turns 24 today. Because if the Aquarius is 26, they're 3 or 2 years apart. Because I'm 29. I'm turning 29. Damn. Oh, wow. Yeah, 29. Yeah, see how time flies, right? If I'm 29, 27. Oh, shit. How I go from 29? Oh, wait, because I'm 28. Because I turn 29 next month. That's why. I have to put my. So 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Yeah. Oh, wow. 24? No. We can't be 5 years apart. Right? Oh, possibly. Because when I met him, he was 17 and he turned 18. I remember that. Mind you, right? Because that was one of the lies and lies and lies, right? Because how you going to hook me up with somebody that's a minor, right? That was... snakes, right? Again, I'm not mad at anything of the sorts. Again, if he was murdered, justice will be served, right? Justice will be served. Nobody deserves to be murdered. I don't care if you're doing black magic or anything. I mean, if you wish death on me and you were if you were doing things to maliciously take me out, right? That's one thing. But if you haven't really been doing anything, you may say some things about somebody, but like, I mean, people are going to be bitter. They just going to hate. They're going to throw shade. Let them do that. But if that person wasn't out here ruining your life, there's no reason to try to take theirs. I just feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot. There's a lot. A lot. And it's, oh wow. The man wanted to show up. And the house and the key. Holy shit. At the bottom of the deck. Something had to get cut out in order for you to get this house, in order for you to get this stability. That was the key. Oh, here's the clover and the anchor. Oh, wow. there's that bridge again. I mean, again, I've said I didn't really give my condolences to the actual family. I didn't write anything specifically to the family, but oh wow, and then here's the coffin. There's a baby, and then there's that fox. Oh, and there's the Sith again. Wow, what the fuck? And there's the man. Could it have been somebody's baby father? Or the father of somebody's child? Oh, wow. Because, alright. There could be a myriad of situations on how that happened, right? You know, but from this though, for these cards specifically, now we got the Lenormand deck. I'm gonna pull one more card. So these three wanted to fall out, but it was the lilies, the well, and the garden, or the park, I believe it was called. But the lilies, garden, and the park. Lilies, garden, and the park. No, it was lilies. It wasn't the garden. It was the lilies. It was the lilies. It was the whale. Lilies, the whale, and the park. Lilies, whale, park. I don't know why that seems like that's like, and here's the child. Oh my God. I'm just thinking, it's nothing like I didn't get a revelation yet. I mean, there's a child here in this house. Queen of Swords and a High Priestess. Right. Let me find out. Because let me tell you fucking something, right? Let me tell you fucking something, right? God works in mysterious ways. Some people have to get sacrificed in order for things to get being brought to the truth, for things to come out. And the fact that he had to die, literally in this month, on the first and the second, like it's on somebody's birthday. It was the best friend's birthday, and then we come into the second to that Leo's birthday, right? I just have a feeling like Cause it could be right. I'm gonna have to use another deck. Where's she at? Oh, she right here. I was like, where's my... Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. A dice fell out, and there goes Virgo. So Virgo could be significant, right? Right, what else want to fall out? 3. Where's the other dice? And we are looking at Venus. So we have Mars here, and then we have Venus here. So you could be a Venus. You could have Virgo and Venus. That could be a very big significance. And 3 as well. That's funny because 3 and then that Venus sign, right, that gives me Empress. And Virgo too. That's Empress. It's feminine. It's a female. A rider, the child. Oh, but I'm all over the place as per usual, right? I need to be because you don't want nobody to try to copy off of your style of work, even though you're still figuring it out. Every time you try to do something with somebody's always trying to take shit from you. So you got to do things off the whim, because can't nobody really just, you got to keep up, the only way they can really like work like the only way they can do the things that you do is if they actually be around you long enough to like actually do what it is that you do. But you won't allow anybody to get that close. So even if they try to get close, they'll never be close enough to what it is that you've always been working on. So that's why I find it funny that like I can give a company an idea and they can have somebody in charge of that department for it to do well. It's going to do good because they have a lot of money to back it up. But no matter what creative artists or whoever you want to label to put into that position will never really reach the potential that it's supposed to if I was on it. Just saying. That's not being cocky. That's not being arrogant. That's knowing what the fuck I've created and what God wanted me to work towards. But, that's neither here or there. So we have watching, receipts, rage. How about that? Abundance. Somebody knows something. Right? Well, the high priestess is there, but there's somebody else here. That's why I'm like, I really had to pull more cards. Because there's just so much I'm going through right now. And somebody's trying to fuck with my intuition, right? And that's why it's important. Even if, right, shit. Because now what I'm thinking is, oh, wow. Okay. Hmm. Because now I'm looking at it like two different energies now, especially with this house and this child. Okay. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, now I'm putting things into perspective, right? Because there's a man here going through some phone records, text records, photos, evidence, documents. Don't think it's true. Proof in the pudding. What did I just read? To the clover. There's also a Six of Pentacles in this Lenormand deck with this man who also is the Ace of Cups. So there's somebody out here that's wanting to come in and reconcile and give balance to the situation. To the destruction of Jericho, right? I don't know if they may have been involved or they know as well, but this person is coming in wanting to reconcile, right? And maybe I shouldn't even said that, right? No, that's not. Let's not put things into existence that don't need to be put in existence. Actually, honestly, because I've been talking, it's so melancholy, right? All this melancholy, it's like some sage. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, right? Should have did that before I did the reading. But I've been smudging all day. I got my little what did you call them? Little instant cones. Yo, I'm addicted to them bitches, and I feel like they're gonna be gone by the end of this like 2 weeks. Well, yeah. I have a meeting in 2 days because today I'm going to go see that Leo because there's some shit that needs to just like, we need to get this shit going. We need to get into union. I think that's another reason why this passing happened. It's really like a DNA activation for certain people. And I'm telling you, if that Aquarius has anything to do with it, he's about to be in for a rude awakening. Because that's not how you go about things. But then again, I don't think it's him. I just jumped to that conclusion. And also, I just watched Twilight, right? Not the first one. I just recently watched the second one. Because that first one I can't get into. It's honestly boring. I can't even get past the first book. Ooh. Actually, I couldn't even read this. The first book was so boring to me that I couldn't even go and to read the other books. Mind you, there was a gift to me for Christmas or something like that. It was like years ago, like when the movies first was out and they were like popular and whatnot. Yeah, my mom ended up giving me the books for Christmas. That's why, I don't know if you've seen it, but I have the Notebook set as well. Because she thought I was obsessed with it when it was my cousins that were obsessed with it. Mind you, they're obsessed with it, and yet I'm the one that's having this weird ass, it's not even a love triangle, is it? Because, like, I mean, I got love for these gentlemen, but, like, do they really got love for me? It's like rage, the fuck? Like, somebody's probably be mad right now that you're about to go have a house and a child with somebody else. Like, the fuck? You sat here and you watched the key and the anchor play, and you played in their face in this abundance. Because that's what the writer is about to come in. Somebody's about to come in and tell you some shit. And it may have something to do with a house and a child. Or a child. But the thing about it is, oh wow. The thing about it is, I mentioned something about an inheritance, but this is I was saying about two different energies because like I'm looking at the bottom energy as something else, as the top energy is something else. Well, at least from the Lenormand, right? Those are something separate, and this is something separate. Because if like this writer is coming in for two different people, this might be the same writer for two different people to bring them together. So they're going to be coming to somebody. Because remember, I mentioned something about a book, right? Well, this person may have the key. Well, there's the key in the house, and then here's a man. So, but whatever is going on, right? Somebody's watching in rage, and they're about to look at some shit that's like, damn. They're like, how this person get this, that, and the third? Then they're gonna go and read the receipts. I'm like, oh shit. Well, if I would have just, you know, if I would have got it together. Oh shit. Right? What's underneath that? Oh, let's get naughty. Because I thought that was the Pharaoh's awakening, but that could be this purple one right here that's peeking up. Oh, that's the third eye. All right. Oh, but here we go. Divine partner union, divine timing, different bloodlines, same sex, interracial relationships. So somebody's literally about to come into union. Oh, what's at the bottom of the deck, or at the top of the deck? That's not twin flame, but right behind it though is let's celebrate. Yeah, somebody's about to. Well, I mean, it's right there. So you have let's celebrate with the twin flame. So let's celebrate literally is at the top of the deck, and then twin flame is right there, and then you have abundance with let's get naughty. So somebody's literally about to come into union, and people are about to get mad and watch this happen. Somebody's literally about to watch you get the keys and this anchor. Y'all about to set sail. Somebody's about to take off, literally, and they about to be mad. That's why that Five of Wands is there, that conflict. If you would have read the receipts, you would have been there. But no, whoever this Queen of Swords is, or maybe, because that's probably what it is. I think that's what it is. But nah, I don't think so. I don't think that's what that is. I think that's exactly what that is. Because the receipts is there, because that's why I say it's two different energies at the top and at the bottom. You sent the message. There's receipts to this man, this man right here, this Queen of Swords, but about whatever this clover is. But it has everything to do with that family, stability. Four of Wands. This is literally like, oh my God, right? Cycles, ending and beginning, right? Cycles. So let me tell you how, like, I don't have Virgo in my Venus sign, right? But I have Libra. Which, you know, you can also look at the Queen of Swords as well. So, this could be you. These dragons, this all could be you. And the cards around it could be what's about to happen, right? Currently, right, my situation, I've been fighting for my stability. I am homeless right now, and I'm still fighting for my stability even while I'm homeless. Because, all right, I've explained I'm in this transitional housing, right? And in this transitional housing, this program that they have, aside from this transitional housing, is a rapid rehousing program. And with this rapid rehousing program, they're supposed to get you into to somewhere as quickly as possible for your independence. But that's at the baseline of what they're supposed to do. And when I tell you that they did exactly what they were supposed to do, they did exactly what they were supposed to do, and that is that. So now, being in my situation, being that I'm not like everybody else around here. Not saying that I can't comply. No, I can't actually comply to what it is that they got going on. Because again, my situation is different. Everybody else that they're different with, dealing with, is very specific. They these people are placed over here specific for specific reasons, and I couldn't get placed at another transitional housing because the person that was in charge over there wanted to lie on me and then make things complicated for me while I was there. How you gonna invite me over there, then try to run game on me? It just was weird. And then that's sound like the same situation is here. Like they're just trying to get money out of me. That's why I'm just like, it's been I've been urged to stop trying to work. Not saying that I don't need a job. It's not saying be lazy or anything, but it's just like I need to really take several steps back and focus on my money, stability, my finances. Because if you want me, if you really want to help me, then you need to really listen to what it is that I need. So therefore, in order for me to get stable, it's not even in order, but like y'all need to listen to me, and yeah, in order for me to get stable. Because if you don't listen to me, then all it is just gonna be destruction again, or walls of Jericho, right? But again, the destruction of Jerusalem. Like who wants to sit there and go through all that work just for it to just fucking come crumbling down again? Another war. Like this is like my third go around, probably my fourth, right? No, this is my third. She kicked me out 3 times. And I told myself there wasn't gonna be no 3 times. And if I was gonna be, and if there was gonna be a third time, I was gonna burn that house down. But I was like, no, Dom, you can't do that. That's for one, bad karma. 2, you're not going to be forgiven for that. And 3, well, yeah, that's still all a karma. Like, you honestly think that you're going to get away scot-free from that? You know, you just have several seats, right? And you let God be God and take control of the situations where motherfuckers think that they have control over. Period. And when I tell you that, and when I tell you that, do that. It don't even matter what it is. It can be the littlest shit as to like, you trying to find something. You let it go and you let God, I'm telling you, and when I say let go and like you really have to surrender. Like there's a whole emotional process, like, oh my God, like you have to really feel it and then let it go and just give it up to him. If you know you believe in him or they, you know, whatever the pronouns you want to give to source, it don't really matter. You can name them or it, but it's just as long as you believe in something, right? Believe. That's what I'm always, yes, believe, right? And it's just like, but people keep just trying to come in and take that down, though. They keep trying to be at war with you. That's why we read up on that. There was a war that went on that was just the cause of this destruction, right? People, 5 of Wands, people are trying to go at war with you, but again, you're a high priestess. So all they can do is stick their tongue at you, at the things that they can do around you, but not to you, right? They can only get your environment. They can only hit you at the right, your home and your innocence, your past, the child, right? You see, there's a castle, there's imagination, your innocence. So they can only get at your home and your innocence. But what they don't know is like everything that they've been working towards, right? It's all gonna come around. I don't need to pull any cards, right? You know what? This is the last card I'm pulling. The karma cards, right? Because again, like this reading wasn't in any way, shape, or form to and actually I want to actually take a moment of silence And that's what I should have did too. As I started this video, but we can just do a minute. I'm gonna do a breath. You know, do a little brief thingy. I got my bedtime thing set up because I'm really supposed to be. I have this whole sleep schedule set up, but who needs a sleep schedule anymore when like everything is in chaos? But we're gonna take a moment of silence, you know, just to pay our respects. And then we'll go into that. All right. But yeah. Just, I don't know. This is so much. I just be needing to also just talk to somebody. I've been so closed off from everybody because you don't know who to fucking trust. So they want to put you in a situation like this to fuck up your mental. Queen of Swords, right? But you're a high priestess, so it's just like anything that you're doing, yeah, you're giving me headaches and you're kind of throwing off my intuition. But any type of malicious intentions are only going to backfire. Either they're going to they're either going to it's either going to backfire onto you or you're going to hit things around me. That's only going to bring more attention to you. Because when I start to pick up patterns of what is happening around me, and then I start to see like, oh, shit, it's crazy. I was just thinking about this person, and then now, because I'm thinking about this person, that person had to go. How about that? Because I stopped thinking about another person, which made me think about that person being the culprit, or be at least associated with somebody to that person. You know, I told you cards come out about that Aquarius, and I just be like, at this point, it's just like, that's nothing I could do about it. I try to talk to him. I try to keep it basic with him so he can open up, but it's just like, nope, ain't no opening up. Everything seems fine. He's cool. He's 10 toes down. He's solid. So we just gotta move on. He don't want to recognize me as his soulmate, so it is what it is. I just know that. I just pray that it had nothing to do with him. But that's why I was like with the whole Twilight thing, right? When Bella thought that Jacob killed innocent people, and that's why she had like this whole side eye with the wolves for a minute. You know, it could be that situation, but you know, this ain't no fucking movie. This is real life now. And I'm like, fucking A. Somebody's working in their South Node. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. Actually, it's probably too late. And it's crazy. I see people be careful, right? But I think it's too late. But it says, remember, reconsider. Now is not the time to. On the other side, there will not be anxieties about trouble. Oh, and then at the bottom is the second house, right? It says patiently, what you want, get what you need. Oh, also that's spiritual, mental, and physical. So spiritually, patiently, mental, what you want, and then the physical is get what you need. On the other side is your beliefs, what you value, your resources, and that's the second house, right? And then also keep in mind, we also have the 3 here, which also could be the third house, right? Because these are all, they have up to 12 houses, or up to number 12. So that could be the 12 zodiacs or the 12 houses. And then we have Virgo again, or Virgo here. And then we have Venus. But that South Node is about karma, right? I believe, or at least your past life, or how you, yeah, I think how you were in your past life. My South Node is Gemini, but if you're working in your South Node in this lifetime, you are about to get yourself fucked over. You're not supposed to be working in your South Node. If anything, you're about to have, if you've been working in your South Node and that's what the rage is, just think about that. Remember all the things that you have done that you should have reconsidered. Now is not the time to. Now is not the time to, because you had time to remember and reconsider, and now it's too late. That's what I'm saying. And I think, did I say that before I dropped the cards, or did I say that after I dropped the card? Shit. Well, we don't know. Well, I know. Well, y'all know, because y'all gonna watch this as, a video as I look back on it. But yeah, there will not be anxieties about trouble. You ain't got nothing to worry about no more, because you ain't gonna be a part of it. So no, let me stop. Well, I mean, again, that's the South Node. I mean, let me actually continue. It's the South Node. Somebody's house, somebody's kids, somebody's been in conflict with that. Again, I feel like there's 2 people here and in conflict with that. Or somebody could be in conflict with both, the house and the child, right? Like, oh, this, that, and but they get. I still feel like somebody's coming in a union, right? And they're just gonna have to watch that, and that's what the whole South Node is. That's what you're raging, because you've been working in your South Node. Oh, wow. That's probably what it is as well, right? Because now you remember, now you want to reconsider, but, it's not the time to, because, right? Wow, because you found out about your South Node, and you were working, now you found out about North Nodes and South Nodes and shit like that, and how you fucked up. That's what the rage is. But again, your beliefs, what you value, your resources, whoever is on the outside, right? Whoever's coming in, somebody's about to come in. I don't know. Again, I don't know, but somebody's coming in with some abundance that was patient, that because what you want, right? Whatever it is, you get what you need, what you want patiently, resources, your resources, what you value, your beliefs, that's coming in. Abundance, the rider, that's on the side. Yeah, I can't see that, but yeah, that's on the side right here. That's on the sideline of all of this. So I was watching my family and friends are my spies. I know what you're doing. Fake accounts or fake phone numbers, right? But oh yeah, but once I activated my there we go, the off tangent story, right? Going back into the story and then into the reading, but right, I ended up going back online. I reactivated my Facebook to drop a message onto that person's Facebook page, onto the Secretary's Facebook, and I said to him, you know, rest easy, Sagittarius. I didn't say Sagittarius, but you know, I am his name. I'll put his name out there. You are finally at peace, or something along those. I can't even pull up the message. Sugar. Right. I mean, yeah. I was just like, finally, your mind is at peace. May you something about flying high in the sky. It was, oh, you are free now, right? Because that was another thing too. Because when he was here, he was really going through it mentally. That's why I feel like, and I don't know if this was a malicious intent or like this just could have been like somebody just on some random just dumb shit, you know? Because the you can from, again, just from the little things that I've seen and then the information that I know, it's just like it could have turned out so many different ways. Because again, if he was working in his south node as well versus if you were working in your north node, like we don't know the situations behind that as well. So the turn of events may have happened, may have like would happened for a reason, you know, and it may be so like a situation separate, like that happened may not really be his passing. That incident may not have nothing to do with what I've been thinking about, right? May. That's just a hypothetical, big may. But this high priest is here. What I've been feeling all day today, right? Who the fuck knows, right? She feels what she know. She got scrolls, but I got cards, so I'm only doing what I can, especially when I'm not trying to come off as this intuitive reader. I'm still learning everything from the very basics. I don't have no real practice. I don't really know if I have, well, there's certain gifts that I'm picking up, but like I'm still trying to maintain them before I lose them. Like there's just so much, and like that's what I'm saying. Like somebody else knows about some shit, and I feel like they've been working so hard, so adamant at keeping you stuck, but things is about to shift. Things are shifting. Fuck that. We're speaking this into existence. If you're watching this video, and if anything that I have been saying to you about your stability, about a house, about a child, a key, a happiness, like there's a clover here, so there's like something, happiness, there's a man here, like I don't take what resonates, but it has something to do with money, people watching you, people trying to keep you stuck, your stability, you trying to just get into union. Get into union. And there, again, it's the stability. Queen of Pentacles is in the background. To the fucking tip. That's the Ten of Pentacles. That's the firm foundation. That's the stability. That's the abundance. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a mother or a grandmother. Very nurturing, very loving, very caring. She's very giving. She is the pinnacle, so she can give you whatever you like, you know. Five of Cups, despair, crying over spilled milk as well. In the deck, right? In the deck, when I did the flip through, this was my Just Keep Swimming card. But then if you looked at all the cups, though, they were all kind of in the water. Especially, I think, the Six of Cups. they had was the ships coming in. So, this is also about fertility, again, kids. So, also, ladies, or even gentlemen, right? Because it said women fertility, but, right. But I also feel like if men who struggle with producing, right? Producing the child itself, right? That there's a solution. There's a period in time where that's available now, right? Or there's another alternative. However you want to look at it for your current situation. You know, maybe adoption could be a thing. And the reason why I said that too, because I find it weird because I'm I don't really know if I can say this because I don't even know if it's still valid. We never wrote down anything, but I mean, we agreed upon it. But even when we fell out, though, it was never. I've never said anything about F that Sagittarius or his family or anything like that. Like I've never had any animosity towards them, right? Because he ended up making me the godfather to his nephew, right? This was before the whole thing blew out. I forgot, like, cause like I remember hanging out with him. Damn, this like, I forgot what happened. I think we did become cooler. I forgot. It was just weird. I think I stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to Leo, but then I was still kept it cordial with the Sagittarius. But I think that's when he found out I was continuously talking to him. Like I don't know. I really see, and that's what I'm thinking. Like you would see what happens when you just fall out from people, and then you don't get to resolve shit. You know. But it's like it's not really weighing on me. Like oh my god, like I really wish that like I could have told you this, that, and the third. I don't know. I mean, I'm sad that he's not here, and I wish I could have told him, that I had no animosity towards him and that he is, I'm not mad about that situation. But I felt like if I've never said anything out my mouth bad about you, and I've still kind of kept, friends with you on social media, that there has to been some type of like, I'm cool. It's just I've got to move on. And that's how I feel with a lot of people. And people don't even seem to understand that. Like, especially with the people that I'm recently trying to fall back from. Like, I've sat here and I spent, almost 2 years now, right? Getting to know y'all, right? And all I've been trying to do is really work on something, and it hasn't really been working out for me. And because it hasn't been working out for me, it's time for me to close up shop and move somewhere else. It's plain and simple. I mean, yeah, we're cool, but for us to be friends, it has to be more than just us hanging out. Because when I tell you I hang out, I really just sit there and I just observe. I don't engage much with them. Because the very little I do, there's always one person trying to combat with me about something. And it's not like in a well, it doesn't come off like it's like an actual tit for tat, but it's just like there's just always every time I mention something, I pick up like this subtle like attitude or some type of slight. It's just something that just from that person just wants to stir up some drama, have some type of issue, keep me stuck and confined. Because whenever I'm trying to bring us together, it doesn't really seem to work out because of that one particular person. And it's crazy because like that one particular person was now all trying to be all, I recognize you as a friend and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, how could you even use those words to come out your mouth to even say something like that when we were so supposed to already have been friends, for one. For two, if we were friends, communication would have been a lot better than what it was before. Why wait till I text you about me picking up my game system, right? For you to want to have a conversation about us trying to be friends. Because one, you went over to go do something else when we were supposed to be working together. But because you saw that, or you claim that I'm not tech savvy, right? That I need to learn things, right? This person made like these very bold executive decisions, right? About about what it is that I'm trying to work on. So he wants to put me into this internship with another podcast that has been going on for about the time that we started. But ours hasn't been in fruition or formation because everybody else wants to do what they want to do, which is fine, right? If you want to do what you want to do, I'm not going to get mad at you. But if this is what I want to do, then this is what I need from you. And if that doesn't work out, then this podcast won't work out. So then it's only that I have to make the executive decision to fall back and reevaluate everything about what's going on here. Right? Not, oh, well, I'm going to go over here and then I'm going to get him to go over here. Because I think that's what it was. I feel like he says that I'm not tech savvy, so he tried to put me into this internship so I can learn from people. For them to put me on YouTube to watch videos. No. That's what I'm already doing now. I just need a solid foundation. I need stability in order for me to create. But if I don't have that damn stability, I'm going to be fucking all over the place. Jumping from one topic to one project to this to that. This man doing every fucking thing but sitting still. Duh, because I have ADHD fucking D. And until somebody fucking recognizes that, I'm going to keep doing whatever the fuck I want until I can get it together to something that is adaptable to me. Mega Man, right? It's my nigga. It's all he's good for is adaptability. Working with he goes against his enemies and then he takes their powers and uses it against his other enemies. Come the fuck on now. And that's basically what this is. This is exactly what this is. No ifs, ands, or but about it. Somebody has been using magic, right? Because again, a wand can also be literally exactly what it is. A wand. Well, it says steak. So, because I'm using the Vlad Dracula there. But we also got the dragons, right? And wands is out here. So, yeah, right? So somebody has been working, manipulating, using magic to your stability. Again, like I said, but lo and behold, you initiated by ISIS. She's like, yeah, so I'm about to step in and I'm about to gift you and bless you and you about to get granted some miraculous protection, guidance, and also some gifts. So if a motherfucker ever try some shit, voila, they about to be presented with ISIS. Just saying. And I'm telling you, and anybody that stepped up to ISIS has always, failed. So be careful if you do. And I find it ironic, or not ironic, I find it strange that, I approached this a female, right? Didn't even accuse her of doing black magic. Just only wanted to warn her. Because again, I've mentioned this already, and probably in the last reading, right? Or my last random read, but I just, just in case nobody's about to watch that long ass reading, and they watch this one, right? But I just find it strange that, like, that person came around to check up on me, right? And then I was going through some feelings, and then I'm just like, I just find that strange that she hit me up. So let me go do some research, right? So I check her page. I see that she got Bruja on her. Oh God, here we go. One of those, right? Not saying that that's a bad thing. I just, when people, these younger generations, they may be smart, but sometimes they don't know the things that they get into. And even me, I don't even know the shit that I'm getting into when I buy all this stuff. Like, this is all entities and shit like that. And I'm pretty sure that motherfuckers don't even think twice to try to even smudge to get the sage, right? To sage their products before they even try to put them on. And open it up and use them. That's the main thing I really try to do before I even do anything, Maybe I need to start saging, like, before I, like, do a video. But, I mean, I sage when I wake up. I like to get that aromatherapy going on in the morning time, having my room smelling good, get the vibe going, stressed and release and feel great, But I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. You go on your rant, and then you get sidetracked. This is why it's important to have once this becomes into a podcast format, I would like to have a co-host. Hopefully that does tarot, but it might be with, like, my partner though. Come on, Queen of Cups is here with that stork. Up there's the baby. Maybe somebody's pregnant. I don't know. Or somebody tried to get pregnant. But I don't know. I just feel like this is karma right here. So whoever has been working in their South Node, everything is about to get taken from you. Whoever has been watching, and if they've been watching, and if you've been working, because if you've been working in rage, right, to whatever type of house this is, and this child imagination, this dream, I don't know, somebody's been fighting this. Somebody's been working against this. Somebody's trying to create conflict between this house and this child. That South Node is about to just throw everything off. Oh wow, is that a dragon too? Oh, it's like a serpent or something wrapped around. But look, with the tail in his mouth. You're gonna be eating eating your words, right? I'm gonna pull the Dragon Oracle now. I just pray that, again, that person, I pray that they find out the person, whoever that culprit is, nobody deserves death, murdered like that. Again, even if somebody done black magic on me and I've survived it, nobody deserves that type of, I ain't mean to laugh like that, but nobody deserves that type of karma. But I think I was talking about being the godson though, or meant the godfather to that child. And I also found out that my quote unquote godson, he has a sister now, a younger sister. So I don't know. Green Gold Dragon from Cyrus, bringing universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. Huh. Look at that. Oh, wow. So maybe that could be significant to me. Or to you as well, reader, at the bottom of the... Oh, look. Here we got the green and gold dragon. Then we have the golden orange dragon. Expand your light for extension. Be a peaceful warrior. Exactly. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Exactly. Be at peace. Just be at peace. Stay in that childlike energy, right? That's the thing, right? Ooh, and that's what's getting them mad, right? Because you're so centered, right? You're so firm. You're 10 toes down. You're so, even if you're not, right? Even if you're not in the best predicament, right? You're still stable. You're still abundant, and that's what's pissing people off. People got more than you, and they're fucking pissed off at you. How kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? How they mad at you, and they apparently have more than you. But what's really about to happen is because motherfuckers was sabotaging you, trying to take away your stability in the process to try to make you all sad and depressed and all melancholy and all that other fuck shit, right? Trying to just destroy your life, right? Because they working in a south node. TikTok, right? Time is up. Shit is about to hit the fan. Whoever that has been minding their business, staying in their lane, getting to their bag, their north node bag, not that cash bag, but their north node bag. Because you step into your north node, that's the actual bag right there. That's the money. That's your stability. You step into you step into your south node, that's the opposite of that. That's your karma. That's your wheel of fortune. That's everything. That's you stepping away. That's you walking away from your life's purpose. That's saying that I don't want to be great. I want to be low vibe and continue whatever the fuck shit I was doing in my past life and this life to essentially cut myself off the timeline in general. Ain't that some shit, right? I got 2 cards that popped out. We have, oh, look, more gold. Look at that. Look at that. Because let me tell you something. This gold here, that's all Christ. That's all God. That's Ra. That's whoever you want to name them, right? But that's... you got the green and gold dragon here. You have the golden solar dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. So clearly it's a masculine here that needs some transformation. There's probably 2 masculines here. And then we have the crystal yellow dragon. Opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Yeah, that's a big ass message. That's a big ass message. Somebody's watching my videos as well. So that could be that air sign. It could be a air sign, but not that air sign, right? But here I go, always trying to doubt myself instead of just going with the flow of things. At the bottom of the deck is Lilac Fire Dragon. Where there's the fire. Transmute through the power of divine love. Open up to transcend love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Exactly. So, the one thing I have to do is, right, we have to keep our vibrations high. Anything that's being thrown at us, we have to always remain positive. Now, I know that it's hard to do, but that doesn't mean, right, that you have to react negatively just because people are reacting to you maliciously. So I get it. You may want to get all back at them and F them, but honestly, What would Jesus do? Didn't he call him the Prince of Peace? So just be at peace. Don't let them get under your skin. Continue vibing high. Meditate. Pray. Prayer. Always pray. Put God first. Always God. Child, that's why they're working in a South Node. They don't believe in God. They don't. You don't. I don't care. You don't. Don't argue with me. You don't. You don't. So shut the fuck up. Shit. Wait, let me read that because I'm all hype. Because I seen Thor. That's why. Protects you in times of change. Exactly. Time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax. You are safe. Right. Exactly. Because you don't believe in God. That's funny. You really don't. That's wild. Whoever this person is, they really don't. And I think that's another thing too. You've been on a spiritual path. Like High Priestess there, right? She feels what she knows. Oh, so you think you're that bad that I might not find out that it was you? That's funny because that this Venus right here could be the indicator right here. Right? Venus, love, right? Venus is love, right? Earth signs. Oh, wow. So, I'm going to need y'all to check out that Earth sign love video, right? And let's see. Now I'm about to go watch that my damn self to see if I might find anything significant that could be relevant to this video. I just want to say that no matter what happens, love, unconditional love, and that's the thing. People don't understand what unconditional love is, and loving yourself. People think that you have to gain love and validation from other people, and you don't. Once you learn how to love yourself, once you learn how to love yourself and understand that there is a source, that there is a God, that there's something beyond you, something higher than you, that you are put here for a specific purpose because of that source, right? So once you learn to love yourself, you realize that source exists and he created you for a purpose. That's when you start to maneuver differently around and maneuver differently in the world. That's something everybody should be doing. It's not, oh, this motherfucker thinks he's special, that he better than us, and he got his ooh, where is it at? Where he at? That he got his neck up at us, right? Talking shit, motherfuckers over here. When it's just like, no, you could look, they lizards, right? We all connected. You can be a motherfucking dragon, right? If you just do the work. You know how hard it is to be a bitch like this? Shit wasn't easy. I got wings and shit. I can fly not just around the world, but in space. Look at this. You see this motherfucker? Breathing energy around the world. That's just one of them. Just saying. I'm just saying. Also, too, what I get from this, because I told you I've been working with two masculines. Oh, shit. And that also could be a thing, too. So it may not be, right? It may not be some masculines at all that you know that... No, it may not be the masculines that I know at all that could be related to that. However, one of them, right, may know, though. Somebody may know. They may know. But they may not be involved. That could be the thing. They may not know exactly who did it, but they probably, as much as they be out in these streets, they should know fucking somebody, right? somebody. And that's my thing about hood niggas. You street niggas. Like, I have no problems with nothing else. But like when some shit pop off, like, I don't understand. Why? Maybe that's another story. I'm not trying to like dismantle. I'm not trying to ruin. I don't got no beef. I don't want no smoke. I don't look. Please. I don't got no guns. I don't do no magic. I'm really here for peace. I just want to know is if y'all in gangs, right? Why aren't we at that point where these gangs are recognized as actual like organizations that are like that can be like licensed to like carry and like be some type of like law enforcement essentially like that? How come like that hasn't been no like black police force, something like that? Like that's my thing about these gang members. They be so caught up in the money and the drugs and the adrenaline of all that we forget that, you know, it's bigger than us. They do it because they want to take care of their families, but then the things that they get themselves into can jeopardize that family as well. So it's just like, well, what can we do to not dismantle it, but to reorganize it, to rebrand it? Shit, everybody can stay, because at the end of the day, I mean, once you in there, the only way out is death. So it's just like, you know, you really can't go nowhere. So we're kind of stuck. So it's just like, well, we can't dismantle it, and we don't need to dismantle it, especially when you got cops out here wilding. I just feel like these gangs, I don't know, should really be more of the community, is what I'm getting at. For real, for real. It was really off of an tangent. Well, then, again, I don't know. That really could be a big significance to people mourning over the destruction of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a holy city, right? I don't know if Philadelphia is a holy city or not, but I will say this. It is in the Bible, though, so check it out. It's a church, though. I don't know if it's actual place. Well, we talked. I've mentioned it before, but I need to get into details more. Like, that's what I'm, like, where I'm stuck at. I'm trying to get to shit like that. Find out more information on stuff like that. But that's all I have for today. I'm tired because I talk too much. But is that it? I don't know. I feel like I need like a quote or something, because that were cool. It don't matter. What was at the bottom of the deck? Oh, 8 of coins, right? I have an extra ducat. All right. 8 of coins is about hard work and effort, or continue to put that hard work and effort in it. But for some reason, like I said, this is somebody coming in. This looks like somebody coming in offering you something. That's what this abundance is. I have an extra ducat. So somebody's like, oh, come in with the family and the kids and stuff like that, with the house and the kids and stuff like that. And somebody's about to be mad that somebody's going to watch you be in addition to somebody's family. That's what it is. And they about to be real upset. At the bottom of the deck is the sun card. So it's spirit. Oh shit. So you could be a sun sign as well, right? You could be a earth sun, earth, it could be a Virgo, Leo, no, wow. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Goodness. Sun sign. But you also could be Venus. You could be a Virgo Venus. Right? But damn, so you could be a Virgo Sun and a Virgo Venus. But then you also could be Capricorn Taurus Sun with a Virgo Venus in your chart. Now, I know once I'm done with this video, I'm gonna check those masculines, Virgo, their Venus signs. I did look it up. I forgot what they were though, but I believe one of them does have Virgo in their Venus. So this is going to be very interesting. Once I upload this video, check that, and then watch that Earth sign Venus video that I did. But but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Oh wow, 'cause I think I would always do that. But y'all take care. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. Please comment down below if anything I have been saying has some type of significance or relevance going on in your life. If it doesn't, then it may have something to do with somebody that you know. And if it's not, then thank you for watching my channel for this entertainment, right? Because sometimes you got to look at it like that too. Maybe some people are just good at entertaining you for the time being until you actually get a reading that resonates with you, right? That part. But if it did resonate with you, please communicate with other people in the chat about your stories and situations so they can help you as well. Because I always feel like the people in the chat, you know, if you can find somebody in the chat that is like in your area, or you gotta be careful with that too. Just if you can really like hit it off with somebody, that's always a great thing, you know. I just can't wait until I go live. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I do live on Twitch now, but again, this is just a process of me just getting used to being recorded live as well. But the thing about this is I need to get used to, I think the funny thing about it is when it's like, when I'm actually like in the flow of like having a following and people are coming in on my live on Twitch and how I interact with the live chat versus how the content is going to start being produced out on YouTube. That's going to be interesting because then now the whole layout and how I even do my readings will be different as well. Because this is all a process that is intentional. I'm starting to record myself now to show you how I'm developing myself to build along with the channel. So as I grow on the channel, so shall my layouts on how I do readings, you know. I practice what I preach. I give in to sin, right? It's a Strange Love song by Apache Mode, I believe. Apache Mode. I think there's a D. I said Apache like there's some Indians. They may not be, but I might. No, I ain't no might. I am. It's my bloodline. My grandma's side on my dad's side. Yeah, that's another thing. Bloodlines. It's also, it could be an effect, which again, stability. Check out that love sign, that Venus reading, right? But also check out the other very short, not short, but the other random random reads or rant on the reads, right? They all could have some type of connection in some way, shape, or form. If not, you know, then again, thank you for watching my videos. At the very least, I hope you'd enjoyed it, even if it didn't resonate with you, you know. I would appreciate, right, for those that it didn't, to just share it for somebody, you know, pay it forward. If I wasn't able to, you know, do what it was for you, then maybe, how about from an empath to a potential empath, right? Think about somebody else for a change. Maybe not you, maybe not somebody in your family, but somebody that you follow on Instagram or social media or whatever. It could resonate, or it could be more relevant to them, or be more entertaining for them as well. Who knows? But y'all take care. I keep sending y'all off to bring y'all right back, but this is what happens when you don't have friends, right? It's like we just It's like I just wait. How it go? It's like when you had sex and you want to send them off, but then you want to keep them there. It's like I want to leave, but I can't. I mean, it's like I want to stay, but I can't. But y'all take it easy now. Y'all stay. I want to say blessed, but I'm finding out that's a word we can't use no more. So y'all stay great. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay prayed up as well. Get form a prayer, right? It don't even have to be perfect. Google prayers if you need to, and I'm gonna keep probably being adamant about prayers because it's highly imperative that we start to develop a personal relationship with God or with Source. I don't give a fuck about where you come from, what your background is, what you believe in, or it's more so the people that don't believe. If you don't believe in anything, start to believe in something. And you can make some slide remark, comment about, oh, or if I'm gonna worship this tree or this or this feather right here, then you go ahead and you do that, right? Go ahead and worship the feather. You go ahead and worship the tree. You go ahead and worship something. You start somewhere, and that will be the turn of events that will lead you to who God is to you. Put it like that. So, you want to be a smartass about it, about finding God? Oh, trust me, He's going to show you who's the real smartass around here. And I'm telling you that I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something smart, but I'm not smart enough to say it that eloquently for it to come out funny but truthful at the same time. But once again, for the last time, bye.